Alright, so welcome back to Jim Bob's Garden. So I've been watching a lot of YouTube videos, because I guess that's what I do sometimes. And I was watching Roots and Refuge Farm, which is a really good channel if you want to see how to grow tomatoes. I mean, this girl grows some fantastic tomatoes, man. I got to give her that. But one of the things she talked about was using an egg. All right, every time she plants a tomato, she says she puts an egg in there. Now, one of the things, you do have to crack the egg apparently, because she dug up a rotten egg one time that had not broken open. So, and she got that from another old farmer. And trust me, if you want to get some good advice, Old Farmers is a great way to get advice. So I'm going to try it, and we're going to do a little experiment. What I have here are two very small Sun Gold tomatoes that I grew from seed. We had a plant, and I managed to save a few of the seeds last year. So I've got two left, and I'm going to plant one of them here. This is my last tomato in this row. It's not going to be a very scientific experiment because I'm not going to be putting them in the same place in the same dirt, but it's close. It's close enough for government work. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to dig down a ways, and we're going to take the egg, and I'm going to put the egg right there. And then I'm just going to crack it. Oop, well, I guess I'll break it. All right, and then we're going to take our tomato. Now, another thing she does is she clips these leaves off quite a bit and buries them deep, which I usually don't go quite as deep as her, but we're going to try it out and see how it goes. Oh yeah, look at all them roots. Alright, so we got the egg down there. I'm going to put a little bit of dirt over it to cover it. And then I'm going to plant this sucker down to where basically it's just barely going to show above the ground. And hopefully the egg down there will provide nutrients, especially when it gets later on and things get to starving out a little bit from lack of water, or lack of rain, I should say, because these are going to get watered. And we'll put them right there. My peas didn't take very well, so it'll still get plenty of sun there. Put my cage around it. So we're going to plant that one there. Cage don't go down very far. This is the one that's got the wood underneath. This is my Hugelkultur garden bed, or raised bed. And then the other one we're going to plant over here in a spot that I'm going to clear out. And I'll get a cage for this one later. I had one too many plants. I had one more plant than I had tomato cages. Of course, I gave a bunch of plants to my kids. This is another raised bed. It's been here. This was one of the first ones I built. So I'm going to do the same thing. Dig it down deep. And this one doesn't have as many roots or as many leaves. Should be able to just pinch them off, hopefully. Fingernails are good to have if you're a gardener. We're going to plant that, so, a little deeper maybe. And then I'll pull the weeds out around it and put a tomato cage on it a little later on. But now I've got a record of when I planted them, and we'll see which one does better. She said that she has not done any scientific experimentation, but several people have commented that they did a really good job. Oh man, look at that. That is a milkweed. If you don't have milkweed, highly recommend growing some. It is what butterflies love. Actually, the monarch butterfly. It's the only thing they'll eat. But you see how I've got a whole bunch of little mites on there? Little yellow bugs. So those will actually kill this plant eventually. But what you can do, believe it or not, is plant marigolds near these, and it helps keep the mites off. So I'll take care of that. I'll hose it down and get them off a little later on. But that is one of the cool things about gardening, is you find all kind of neat and interesting stuff growing that you didn't even know you had. And I take my grass and stuff and weeds, and when I pull them out, if I don't have a bucket handy, I'll toss them out here in the yard, and then when I mow, it will go into my yard clippings, which in turn goes into the compost, and all goes back into the system in that direction. This has been my walking onion bed now for a long time. And these onions I planted 4 years ago when I first built this bed, and they've been making onions ever since. Just keep on going. All right. This grass is a pain. If you don't get the roots on this grass, it will just keep coming back. Alright, well, there you go. And we will see how it goes. So there's a little experiment that we're going to try, planting onions with eggs. Thanks once again for stopping by Jim Bob's Garden. Like, subscribe, tell everybody about it, and let me know what you think. Oh, and let me know, do you put anything under your tomatoes when you plant them? All right, thanks once again.